Hi, my name is Frank, and I was conceived in Geri Hall's Improv Theater class in effort to create a well-grounded character. Um, this is Frank. Um, I was born in 1975. Um, I lived mostly with my mom alone for a long time, and my dad used to live with us, but now he's in the army like a sergeant, and he's a brave and a strong man, and I missed him. Um, when I got hurt one time, I fell off my bike, and my mom, she used to tell me, "Suck it up, Buttercup," and and I was so proud to be a Buttercup, and all the pain went away. But once I got butter from the fridge, and I put it in my mouth and I sucked on it, and it did not feel good. It was yuck. So I did not like being asked to suck on butter anymore, to be a buttercup, and I don't like to be a buttercup anymore. Well, when she called me a buttercup later one more time, I told her, "Mom, you suck on it." Yeah, and she not like that. She was mad. My mom, um, Maggie, she also used to tell me, life is not really a box of chocolates like people expect or say, but it's more like a bag of dicks, and you never know which one you will pull out. Like a big one, a small one, a hairy one. Um, she said chocolates are usually like all sweet, and even though they're like different, and you might not like them all, the worst you're gonna get is something you don't like, but it's still sweet and nice. But when you get to pull something out of a bag of dicks, it's usually something useless and nasty and covered in shit. And I don't think she likes dicks at all. Um, when I was 12, my dad came back from his first tour in the army, and I was so happy. Um, but he had some issues like alcohol and drinking too much, and he would be sad a lot. And mom did not like that. She said he has like PTSD or something like that. It makes him drink, and it makes him sad, and he has to get fixed by like one of those psycho doctors, like uh, get some happy medicine. Um, that was kind of sad for me because I did not like them arguing so much. Um, I remember going to an army parade with my mom, and we watched my dad march in a uniform, and he looked so proud and handsome, and I was so proud of my dad. Um, he was so strong. Um, I had ice cream and root beer and cotton candy and hot dogs, and that was the best day ever. Um, but also, like in the evening, dad came home drunk with PTSD again, and mom sent me to bed, and they argued a lot. Mom told him he has to leave, and I did not like that. He came to my room and told me he has to go for another tour, and I cried a lot. I told him I missed him. He also cried. I asked him when he's coming back, and he said soon. I miss my dad. When I was 35, I met Joy at the grocery store where I worked, and he was a cool dude. He was looking for Brad, and everybody knows where Brad is. Silly guy. I think he was just pulling a prank on me, but he was really nice to me, and he also played video games like me. Uh, we'd hang out and play video games together in the basement. Um, Mom knew Joy, but she did not really approve because Joy liked to pull pranks on her, and she did not like that a lot or at all. Um, One time, we emptied pudding cups into her underwear drawer. That was Joy's idea. she she was really mad at that time. Joy thought it was hilarious, and we both laughed when she screamed at us. Um, when she told me when she told me I can't have Joy over, I was so mad. I did not like that. I was so mad. I spilled all the ketchup into a bowl and mustard in another, and I switched them. And then when we had hot dogs, I'd say, "Take that, mom." When you spray ketchup, you get mustard, and when you spray mustard, you get ketchup. Take that, mom. Take. That was the prank because she wouldn't let Joy come over. So that's the prank I pulled on her all by myself, and she was a little annoyed, and that's fine because Joy can't stay as much as we just want to play games and stuff. Um, but when I got older and I got more responsible, I got I got my room in the basement, and that was all mine. I had the whole basement. So Joy would sometimes then sneak into the basement through the window and would stay up late playing video games or board games or whatever, just talking. Um, Sometimes he would sleep over too, but usually he left like during the night when I'm sleeping, I guess. Um, and Joy's so strong. And he's my best friend. And when I was about 45, some mean people were in front of the store when I was getting out when my shift ended. When I worked at the Food Basics down the street, and they were calling me names, and they were pushing me. They pushed me. That made me sad. I cried, and I felt really like crap. And then Joy showed up, and out of nowhere, and just smashed one boy's face, and told him never to make fun of me anymore, and never to come back to the store. And even though he's so old, he was very strong. I'm glad to have a friend like Joy. He's my best friend, and he's so strong. And that's when I started doing push-ups every morning because Joy said it was good for you to do exercises and to be strong. I wanted to be strong like him. I met a girl online, Catherine. I call her Cat. When I was 50, Joy helped me make an online profile, and he said he'd vet the girls to make sure they're all nice to me. Like check up like on them and like make sure like you can chat to them on my behalf to make sure they're not like those um crazy people that make fun of me. And she was nice, and I wanted him to write my profile that I'm big and I'm tough and mean, because all the boys that are like that have all the girls, and I don't have any. And so he told me not to lie, and that it's not nice, and like he said I'm a little buttercup and sweet, like a little buttercup. And I told him, suck it, Joey, suck it. You suck on the butter, like, yeah. Um, Kathleen, Kat was so nice, and she was very kind, and she liked all my jokes and pranks, and she thought I was funny, and and we went for dinner one time, and I paid for it, and she kissed me on the cheek. We went on many dates together after, and one time she was at my house, and we watched the Fiddler on the Roof, and it was a sad movie, and we were holding hands, and she cried, and later she let me touch one of her boobs. Her skin was so soft and smooth and warm, and she also liked to play video games with me, which was cool. But Joy was not coming over anymore as much. He had trouble sneaking in through the window, so he would only sometimes come through the door. Usually, when my mom is not when she's not home, or when she's at the doctor, shopping, see her friends. He said like age is getting to him. It's hard to go through the window as an old man. He doesn't look that old. I mean, he's old, but he's still strong. My mom, Maggie, she died when I was 52. Um, Me and Kat and Joy, we went to the funeral. And Kat helped me around the house to prepare everything, and Joy helped, and her parents helped, and some of my mom's friends too, and we later, when it was done, we moved upstairs, me and Kat, and she moved in with me, and I rented the basement to Joy so he can stick around, and we can play games and have fun. And Kat did not mind at all. She was so nice, but like Joy wouldn't really come upstairs like ever. Like he would always stay down, and sometimes I would go there and play games, and sometimes Kat would stay with us, and we'd like watch a movie or something. Or she'd make food, and she'd bring it down, and we could all like eat. One time, as usual, like when Kat's parents come, we had this like dinner party with the turkey, and Joy started talking about the war in middle of the East with Loretta and Simon, and he stared at me for a long time. I think he was crying. So I walked over and I hugged him, and I called him Dad. I don't know why, but I knew he was my dad. I always knew he was my dad. It felt good to have my dad back. He was a strong man. After he told me all the pranks he used to play in the army, and what an amazing hero he was. One time, he picked shit from the ground and spread it all over some soldier's face, and when they woke up, it was like, oh shit. uh, and also told me to always fight for what you love the most and to never give up. Never. I love my dad. He passed away in a hospital 1 year later. He had a liver failure. I offered mine because I know I read on the internet that doctors can do that kind of stuff, and they cut and they take and they put. But they said he would not make it. They did not want it. That made me mad. It made me sad. I slept at the hospital and I held his hand until he did not wake up. He had the most amazing funeral with a flag and the trumpets and many old army guys, and he was dressed in handsome uniform and he looked so strong. To let me keep his medals, and I was so proud of my dad. I miss my dad. He was my best friend, my hero, and I loved him so much. Same year, Catherine, she bought us a little puppy, and we named him Joy, and he was a real troublemaker. Sometimes he'd poo on the kitchen floor, and we got him the spreadable floor diapers, and I peed on those one time, and Catherine did not like it. She was so mad. She said it was wasteful because I know how to use the toilet and Joy does not. So don't pee on the floor mat, she said. I enjoy taking walks with Joy. Like, we talk a lot, and I feel proud walking with him. And he'd follow me, and he'd listen to me, and I'd say, like, sit, fetch, roll, and he'd do everything I say, and he really listened to me. Catherine let him lick her face, but I think that's disgusting. Ugh. Around 60, I stopped working. We have enough money, so we don't need anymore. And my back was hurting on most days getting out of bed. And one time I had a throbbing pain in my chest, and the doctor said it should go away, and I should take it easy, just like not go running around and lifting heavy things and things like that. I went for a walk one day with Joy, and the pain came back, but it did not last too long. So here I am. I can't wait for Catherine to kick the bucket, slip and fall, and to get up here with me and stop crying. She's pretty clumsy these days, And I'm sure it will be soon, anytime now, anytime now, Cassie. Um, Catherine, I'm watching you. I love you, and I miss you. Um, I saw my parents, Joy and Molly, the other day, and they told me to stop moping around, and I told them, suck it. my life, my life is not a sad story, and it's not sad at all. Some parts maybe, but it's a wonderful, amazing life that I've had, and I don't mind it at all, and I love my mom, and I love my dad, and I love Kat, and I love my dog Joey. Unfortunately, I think they say there's like no dogs policy up here. Um, so that's kind of like what I'm stuck with, but I don't mind it and I love it. Um, if you have any questions for me, or you just want to know more about the last sad times in my life, feel free to post in the comments, and I will answer your questions next time I post. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel to get more stories like this. And I think my dad Joy will be the next one to do his story for you. Thank you for listening to me. And if you'd like to make your own characters, maybe you can ask Oakville Improv, and they can help you come up with your own characters that have a life like me. Bye.